Thank you, everyone. Joseph Crudup here, and welcome to the Joseph Crudup Show. Today is on November 2020. Now, do you ever think that Donald Trump is acting strange? Well, sad that he lost the election over Joe Biden. Now, Biden is moving ahead now that this election thing is over. Let's just give a round of applause to Joe Biden, please. Okay, but let's go on to this stuff. Now, who ever thought this thing is far from over between Biden and Trump? Well, I'll tell you about it right now. Now, what has happened? Donald Trump seems to be peed off about this whole situation. He will not concede and he will not be denied. He refused to congratulate the elect president, Joe Biden. Now, we all gone about this before. Well, Hillary Clinton did deceive Donald Trump 4 years ago. Now, it seems like Donald Trump is going all out war. And he's going all out. And he won't stop. He won't concede. And you know what? The world knows. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he needs to be respectful, not being disrespectful for the country that he ever loved. Look, I know we all know that Donald Trump lost. And we all know that he lost because he never ever seemed to be unhappy. He's never been seen to be happy. He was unhappy because he hated Joe Biden. What is happening for this for us? What is happening? Donald Trump will not congratulate Joe Biden. Some Republicans do. They seem to be congratulating Joe Biden like they always do. And Joe Biden will have to move on. He will move on. He will straighten things out. But Donald Trump should be unhappy the way it has been after all this time. The way they built for, the way he on everything Donald Trump ever worked for, and some teams ain't happy about it. Some Trump supporters ain't happy about it. Got mad at it. They're not counting. They're not supposed to be telling them to count, and it's not right. It's not nothing decision to make. It ain't happening anymore, and that goes to every other Trump family that knows it. We're not gonna get on that. Sorry. I'm sorry, folks, but it seems like Donald Trump appears to be not giving up. He appears to be not giving up at all. What we have just seen in 4 years. Now, in 4 years, we have just said that every shout of doubt, we do not know what was going on. We do not know what's happening for us for Donald Trump. All he needs to do is move on. All Donald Trump needs to do is move on, folks. It ain't going to happen. It will never going to happen. And this is not the time to be angry. Donald Trump has no right to be angry. And it has been, folks. The country's got to, Donald Trump has to move on. He's got to move on. Look, he may be the sole loser. He may be pissed off. He may be disrespected. But we have seen more of it. And Joe Biden will be the president when he is president in January of 2021. When he wins, and after that, he's going to the White House and take office and take Donald Trump's place. Okay, we're going to go for this, and we're going to go for that, and this one that you will never forget. But anyway, it is what it is, and that now. Now, the votes know, we all know last night, last day in the Veterans Day, no Donald Trump seems to be in no mood. While Joe Biden is on the move, he seems to be in the move. And it goes on and on and on. But hey, this is all this is all this is not the time, the place for Donald Trump to be acting like this. So now when I hold CNN and I hold all the rumors and I hold everything that knows going on, this is all about. Now, here's what all went down that time. And that time it is. So now, what I'm seeing is what I'm seeing about last night. It's on the news, right? It's on the news on CNN. Now, this is all about now. My seeing Lisa Murkowski, a Senate Republican, steps to step up votes next week to break a federal nomination and then a confrontation vote. Votes are set in the net middle of next week. Now, now, Trudeau said it applied contentious level upon 300,000 tweets during a 2-week period covering the election and the wild post-voting assessment of the company's handling of politician and misinformation before and after election day. So that makes sense. Now, all the votes that are being told is everything, one thing. This has everything to do. We took a look, take this and that. We take a look in the minute and see what's going on here, folks. Now, CNN, Trump refused to congratulate at the White House. Donald Trump refused to congratulate Joe Biden. And he refuses to lose. He has nothing to lose. And they just wear the love flag. But we see more for us. This is all about Donald Trump. What's next for Trump before he leaves office? Can he run? He can come back to run as the Senate, the next running up in 2020 for 2024. Now, how much longer President Donald Trump continues to raise and battle over the election he lost, remaining in crushing Thursday as more his vitals voices doubt his gambit to contest the results will succeed. One poster who spoke to him claimed he dejected over the overall. Trump himself was breathless by the hour and day between and practical desire to keep fighting and a more resigned attitude that his efforts will ultimately fail. Poster who spoke to him said, not saying they believe a full-blood concession was imminent or likely to ever minimize some people close to the situation point to November 22nd, the qualification deadline in Georgia, where the hand recount has been ordered as a potentially end date. Others said the unprecedented president could choose to pull the plug sooner, but surviving by CNN, nearly everyone close to Trump said they believe it was only a matter of time before he finds some way to acknowledge that he will not be president come January 20th, and saying he was likely to pan blame on his basis claims of the regular election just in the last days. Trump's information campaign advisor, a relation ally, a Republican governor, and conservative personalities had all come now to say the election was won by Biden and that Trump should begin moving on. Inside the White House, the court period has taken in on the feeling of the interrogate our staffers, feeling unlikely to continue their work, and even celebrated Trump's preceding victory while the president largely discontinues his own office tasks. As Trump was in the White House Wednesday last week, watching his path to a second term slip from gas, his doctors were holding a parliamentary celebration next door. The White House office of President personality, the unit responsible for the administration, highlighted that he has a late becoming a loyalty enforcement under Trump through a victory party in the Eisenhower Executive Office building. Now, sources told CNN when staffers enjoyed drinks in shakerless glasses to a second term. That's the part. Call from Crudup Show. The woman answered. Call from Crudup Show. I just let the phone ring. But anyway, look, this is all about. This is how things can get more on Donald Trump, and he seems to be losing his mind. Joe Biden, on the other hand, seems to be great, seems to be fun. It could be it will be the beginning of the Biden and Harris era, and there's nothing the Trump can do about it. But now, I say this again, I said this before, and I say this again. Start talking about Donald Trump. Start talking about it's okay if we ever continue again if they want to. It seems to be fun for them, and nothing else matters. Now, they said the vaccine. The vaccine, or Dr. Fauci says the vaccine. Do we have a vaccine? Maybe not. So, could be the end of December, as you might know. But you might know is listen to this first. A president coronavirus vaccine volunteer in Texas told Fox and Friends about his experience. And the clinical has been found to be 90% effective against COVID-19, with more than 43,000 people being tested around the world. And yes, it is. They say the vaccine it may come, and like Dr. Fauci said, it may come at the end of November. It may become after Christmas, before Christmas, after Christmas, or it may become at the end of the year. And Dr. Fauci said, like they said this over and over again, this vaccine will, this COVID-19 number. Now, it says, take a look at this. The coronavirus pandemic stays a number thanks to the upcoming vaccines proven today. Essentially, it's not going to be a pandemic because London-based think tank, the House, the nation's top infectious diseases spread one that the novel coronavirus is likely here to stay. And he says, I doubt we're going to end this. He said, I think we need to plan this, that this is something we may need to maintain control over coagulally. It may be something that becomes endemic that we had just be careful. We have to just be careful about. And that's the way it says here now. And it says production companies around the world have been reaching to the point of safe and effective vaccines against COVID-19. Early this week, President and Biden in Texas announced that the candidate